Hey guys, what's up? So, kind of want to do like a little update, talk a bit about my feelings. Nothing too exciting, actually. But, so I have some good news, some bad news, and some thoughts. So, first of all, I want to talk about, so today I officially released my first phalloplasty reveal photo, post, blog, whatever. If you didn't watch the last video, I recommend you go watch that video. I decided to release my phalloplasty photos, the results, and I mean, just to give it some context, it's not like a sexual thing. It's not. It's very medicalized, but it's a lot of information. I chose Patreon to, do some control, and be able to interact with people, kind of build a community. I feel like one of my biggest passions in life is to educate, and whether that's fitness, cooking, phalloplasty, trans issues, ultimately I want to educate, and this kind of allows me to do so. I've been given the opportunity to educate. I've been talking about phalloplasty for the past 2 years on YouTube, and this is like the only really section left that I have not touched on in detail. So I'm going from start to finish, from day one phalloplasty up until now, and giving, more details of the day, day by day process and stuff like that. And I want to really open up a space where people can ask questions and not feel like they're gonna offend me. This space is going to be specifically for this at this time. And I feel a lot of the times people kind of tiptoe around trans issues or feel like they can't ask questions. So I want to, I guess you could call it like a safe space to do so. So I want to build a community around this and discuss amongst ourselves. I want to give out as much information as possible, so that is why I chose the platform that I did. Currently, I've finally, I think, stopped shaking. My mind's been racing ever since I hit that publish button. But at the same time, I feel like a sense of peace about it, or feel a sense of almost pride, or taking back control over something, because for so long I felt out of control of my body, not at home in my body, and never in my wildest dreams that I ever feel like I'd be strong enough to be this vulnerable in person, let alone with strangers on the internet. So it's kind of just a good sign of how far I've come, and I still have a long way to go. And this is a very vulnerable thing, and then on that note, I want to remind people that I am a human being, and all I ask for in return is respect. Please don't share the photos elsewhere on the interwebs. If you can, please just keep them confined to the Patreon page. I'm gonna trust that you're gonna do that. But I am a human being. I do have feelings. I exist outside of YouTube. I exist outside of your cell phone, the TV or computer, wherever you watch YouTube. And it's been such a long, hard journey to get to where I'm at today. Phalloplasty is no joke. You never really know how you're gonna heal, what to expect. So the past few years have been me recovering and having surgery and trying to get over the hump, trying to move on with my life. So yeah, just a little respect in return of my journey would be all I ask for. It's been a rough couple years where I'm just kind of one surgery after another, repairs and stricture repairs, arm repairs, and my final stage, coming up in September. And on that note, so the bad news is that I'm looking at more surgery for my arm, probably more than one. I emailed Dr. Lin. I was having some issues with my arm. I was waking up with it swollen again. I've been having some nerve very sensitive nerve issues, like nerve jolts, just like moving my arm, and then it feels really, really tight again. Working out, the circulation is not good. Yeah, basically, it's tight again. And so I sent Dr. Lin some pictures, flexion or like extension and flexion and all that stuff. And I asked him, I was like, do you think the fat that you grafted to my arm has dissolved? And he agreed. He was saying that since I have full mobility, that he can cut back the tight part of my skin graft again, and then like kind of slowly get rid of the tight part. I'm gonna go over it, I think, in another video. This is getting too long. I will explain it in depth, his analogy, but I just want to share that, like, that downer part, that this journey is not an easy one. So like, even when you think that there might be an end in sight, it might not. So that is something that I'm kind of digesting at this moment, not really knowing how many further surgeries the future holds, and not being so sure that like September is the last one and we're calling it good. That's on top of, another knee surgery possibly in December. So that's like the bad news. The good news is that I was given permission today by my knee surgeon to wean off my crutches. So that is like the best news of the day, and I'm super stoked about that because I hate the crutches. So there's at least like the tiniest bit of good news in my day. I've lost quite a bit of leg muscle, a lot of leg muscle. It's very sad. It's gonna be a long journey back. It's hard to digest the fact that like I have to build the strength in my leg back, and then in my mind I'm thinking so much about wanting to move on and wanting to get back to bodybuilding, getting back on the stage, but then I'm still thinking about the uncertainty of when that is going to be, because I'm not really sure how many surgeries are in my future. So there's a lot to think about. It's hard not to go back and think, oh, I wish I would have known, 2 years ago, the effect that this would have on my arm, not in the sense of regretting phalloplasty, but having the knowledge of, wishing I would have known to wait until Dr. Chen was working with the Bunky Clinic. There's no way I could have known that. There really isn't. But it's hard not to go there. It's hard not to like just wish that you knew the things that you couldn't have known in the past. So yeah, that's just kind of what is on my mind right now. For anyone interested in the Patreon series that I am doing, the link is going to be down below. Thank you everyone who has supported me through this journey so far. Like, couldn't have done it without you. Like, your encouraging words and just following me along and allowing me to educate you and help you learn more about the process of this and help you decide for yourself if it's something you want, or if you're helping a loved one through it, or if you're just, curious. So yeah, I think that is it. I'm gonna end this here. Thanks for listening to me ramble. And yeah, I will see you next time. Leave any questions. If you have any questions, comments down below. Peace out. I'll see you next time.